Welcome to Why They Play the Game, a show created to discuss the NBA on and off the court. I'm just one of your co-hosts, Michael Eric Owens.
And I'm Ken Hayes.
What's going on, my brother?
What's happening, man? Playoff
Hey,
time.
we are in the midst of the playoffs. Well, hit that like and that subscribe for us, and we will get things started here, Ken. So the playoffs have started. So, what are your thoughts? What are your observations?
So let's start on the Eastern Conference side. So we got Game 7 tonight. Detroit versus Cleveland. Cleveland had an opportunity to close it out, didn't get it done. First two games, Detroit took care of business at home. Cleveland took game 3 and 4 at home, but game 5, Cleveland found a way to win in overtime, and which was a big shocker for me. Mitchell I think he ended up with 43.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, but Mike, I hate to say this to the Cleveland fans. Cleveland's not going to win tonight, and the reason why I say is that I think that Detroit has the momentum, winning a game that they could have been eliminated from the playoffs. And then the other thing also, I'll say this: the only chance that I give Cleveland of winning tonight's game, Harden and Mitchell, they both have to have at least 25 to 35 points between the two of them. Not, and the thing about it is that I still may not get it done. Game 6, Detroit they just went to work in the paint. I think they outscored Cleveland 48 to 26. And then they had, as far as second chance points, 20 to 13. The physicality of Detroit is just wearing Cleveland down. Allen and Mobley, Mike, they getting their butts kicked down low. Rebounding is, they've been out rebounded. And the thing about it is that, if I was the coach of Cleveland, I'm like, look, as a team, we got to rebound. Not just, two people. Everybody has to get involved in rebound to make sure that we secure the, rebound so we can, move out in the break or, set it up a little quicker. But, man, they are getting killed. And I think that Mobley, he's been struggling trying to keep, Durham off the boards, and his offensive game has struggled. And he just doesn't even seem himself. In game 5, he hit some jumpers, some threes, but besides that, hasn't really done consistently enough for Cleveland to, to win the series, in my mind. I think Cade has played well. He has showed me that his growth in the NBA has come quick and fast. A clutch player. The only thing that I'll take against him, I think he needs to. I'll always say this: he needs to get his other players involved because he can do it anytime he wants to. I think the factor also for game tonight is going to be Duncan Robinson. If he can come in, let's just say I'm gonna say 4 for 8. 5 for 10 on threes, then Cleveland I don't think they have a shot. On the other side, I think Cleveland, Strauss and Merle, they have to play well. One of them has to be in double figures as far as I'm concerned. And then Harden and Mitchell have to be between 25 and 35 for them to have a chance. That's my look on it, Mike. What do you think?
I'm just gonna give Cleveland some advice. My father's long gone, man, but I do have his tackle box. And it's got nice lures and go to the bait shop and get ready to go fishing. It ain't no way, man. Listen, there's no physicality. Mobley and Allen, they're not physical. They're not physical centers, man. They don't play they want finesse, man. They want to do the jump hook. They don't want to bang down there with Durham and what's the other guy's name? The Isaiah Stewart. They don't
Stewart.
want to.
Oh,
They don't want to bang with them, man. And you can tell Detroit has been, like you say, Ken. They've been controlling the boards, controlling the physicality toward the rim with ease, and that's always been my complaint against Mobley. I think he's a great talent, but he just not a personal characteristic, but a basketball player. I guess observation. He's weak for his size. He man, when you see him like just dominate down on the inside, it ain't gonna happen. And so I think but I'm gonna say this, man, and no disrespect, man, but this is one of the most difficult series for me to watch, Ken. Because I'm telling you, man, it's man between Mitchell and Harden and Cade, pass the ball, dog. Like, how many dribbles do you need, man? I've seen these cats come down 2 and 3 times and never pass the ball and shoot every time, man. These are supposed to be your facilitators.
right.
And so I think they're going to get a beat down tonight.
Mm.
They would have to have. I'm telling you, the key, like you said, for Detroit, I believe, is because when Duncan's hit, see, Detroit's problem is they struggle with the three.
Yeah, right.
When
Definitely.
he scratched that floor, they are a serious problem. And I
Absolutely.
agree with you 100%, Ken. If he hit 3 or 4 or 5 threes, it ain't no way they even staying in this game. Okay, the only way they're gonna stay in this game is they muck it up. They make it as ugly. Yeah, I'm talking about 3 pointers not going in. I'm talking about you're probably gonna have the 70s, 80s. If it gets above 90 and 100, nah, man, they might do what that man did, go down and congratulate the other team with 8 minutes
Let's
left.
go.
Man, that was ridiculous. We can't even, that's a whole nother conversation, man. Like, who does that, man, with 8 minutes to go, man? But anyway, I think it's over. I don't think it's for me, it hasn't been a very exciting series to watch. I just think the style of play um just doesn't appeal to me, man. Like, these dudes are patting that ball right and left, going all around the place, going in and out, and then shooting, man. And when you don't, you said the key thing about Cade, we know what he's capable of by himself. It is clear he can get a bucket anytime he wants to on that court. Too strong, too talented, just too crafty. He's capable. But bruh, you got to pass the ball, man. You got to get others involved, man. That's the key, because that might work against Cleveland,
Might not
but
work against
it
New
ain't gonna work
York.
against New York. I can tell you that right now. And New York is playing their best ball of the entire season. So I think it's over. And like I said, I don't even think it's gonna be close, Ken.
Mm. Okay.
You heard my prediction on it. So let's talk about the Knicks for a minute.
Okay.
So what are your observations of New York, man?
You said it right. They are playing the best basketball of the season. I think that Towns is a key for them. If he can stay out of foul trouble, if he can just stay within the game and not let, these dumb fouls that he takes and he has to sit on the bench, I think New York will win whoever they play. It's Detroit or Cleveland. I think while Brunson has given up just a little bit of the dribbling, and the isolation, I
Just a
still
little bit.
just a little bit. That was a song too, but anyway, I just think that they have to go through Towns to to make this even. Let's just say lessen the series, whoever they play. And but I think Brunson may not do that, and that's when they probably will lose the game, because he just holds on to the ball too much for me, Mike. Um, but the other thing, Ananobi has to be. I'll say healthy, for them to get to the finals. But I think he is, and with all that rest that they have, he should be good to go. But I just think New York is playing their best. And Mike, I'll say this. Remember, I always say NBA politics, right?
Mm-hmm.
So who do you think that the NBA will want to go to the finals
Oh, New
between?
York.
Oh, I didn't even have to ask you.
Yeah, you didn't even
Yeah.
have to. Yeah, we know the fix is already in. I
I
mean,
didn't say
it's
that now.
yeah. Hey, and I'm saying the fix is it's up to Detroit to see. To me, man, I'm like, man. Some of these calls, man, I'm like they trying to make the spread. Some of these calls, man, you know what? I can't get fined, so I can talk as crazy as I want to. Man, I'm telling you, I want to see the day where the referees have to do a post conference. That's what I want to see today when they can, because they come out later on. Well, it was the right call. I'm like, man, come on, man, y'all miss me with that. People can see with their eyes, man. There's so much traveling, Ken.
Oh shoot,
Man, so
traveling.
much grabbing of the jerseys. Man, just so much flopping.
The
I mean,
push offs.
come on, man. I'm like, it's just to me. Some of these games, man, I can't help but say man, it seemed like the fix is on, man. But you're right. They want to see New York. It's the storied franchise. When you look at Karl Anthony Towns, you are 100% correct. The reason why New York, two reasons, and you hit on both of them. Anunoby, big. He been big for them. Matter of fact, he's probably been the most consistent person for them. So I tip my hat to him. He has stepped up. Young brother too, stepped up. Okay. Now Karl Anthony Towns. What does Karl Anthony Towns come to the conclusion at? That he ain't gonna get that many shots. He not gonna be a centerpiece. And if he want to win, he have to facilitate. His assists been going up 4, 5, 5. He had 10. So what I'm saying, he has learned that I cannot. Jalen's gonna do this, okay? So I'm not gonna be getting the rock as much as I want to get the rock. How can I be impactful? And he has been facilitating big time. And to me, that has compensated now for the amount of time that Brunson has the ball. So that's the key. His unselfishness. Brunson's going to be selfish. All great players are. But you can't have two people that's selfish, okay? That's the problem. Just going back with Harden and Donovan. Your turn, my turn. Nobody else getting engaged. With Karl Anthony Towns, when they were struggling, he was doing that. He was demanding the rock. He was taking a lot of shots. Now, 10, 15 shots a game, and he facilitating. And that's what's made the difference. That's what's getting Bridges involved. That's what's getting Anunoby involved. That's what's getting Deuce involved. That's what's getting all these other guys involved, because you got a guy now, your number 2, that's facilitating, which your number 1 should be doing.
Right.
But he came to the conclusion that this man just ain't going to do it. So I have to do it. Giannis, Dame, that never came to that point where somebody said, guess what? I have to be the facilitator now. No, you get yours, then I'm going to get mine. Do I think that New York will go to the NBA Finals? Yes.
Okay.
I just think they're a better team. Regardless of the fixes in, I think they are a better team than than Detroit. More experience, better bench. We can say that Detroit may be deeper, but the quality of the players coming off is not at the same level. So I think New York will. I think they go to the conference finals, and then they will need their tackle box. Okay, because let's move to the series. Let's move to the NBA championship now. Let's move to the NBA. The NBA championship is in the West. The East not gonna win it. I'm East. Listen, I came up East Coast. Y'all know but I'm in Oklahoma, so I'm representing
the championship.
Hey, yeah, I'm trying to prevent. Hey, I'm trying to prevent a drive-by, Ken.
Well, let me start.
Go
let me
to
start
that
off this way.
series.
So
okay.
OKC, They lost 18 games this season. Of that 18, 4 of them was against San Antonio.
Yes, sir.
Mike, I'm gonna say this: Chet doesn't have good games against Wemby. He just doesn't. I don't know if he's
Well, they go
intimidated.
back though, Ken.
Huh?
They go back to when
I
they were.
know. I
They go
know.
way back
And
when
they
they
don't like
were.
each other.
Yeah, when they were
Let's keep it
young.
real.
Yeah. But Ken, let me interject. But
Go
Chet
ahead.
used to dominate him when he was young. So that's
Maybe
that's what Wimby got up in his chest now.
right. So I think that the pressure that OKC defensively does as a team will, I'll say, hinder um, a player like Castle.
Mm-hmm.
But I think um, Wemby will have a field day no matter who guards him.
Oh,
It's going. I mean, I guess they should look at it this way: let Wemby get his, and we shut down everybody else. But during the regular season, San Antonio had the number, and I mean, not when I say number is that these games were not even close.
yeah. I mean, it's interesting when you watch those games. To me, SGA has to figure out how to continue to dominate with Wimby in there. And that's the problem because SGA is the 8 to 10 foot guy. He's going to shoot some threes, but he's going to take you to the hole. He's going to try to get you. He's trying to get to he's trying to get to that mid range. And when you got Wimby in there, that's going to be an issue for them. But what I'm going to say is this, Ken. Y'all seen them San Antonio guards and how they were playing and how Harper was playing.
Oh, that's that.
Listen, let me tell you something. They running up against some different guards now, dog. I'm here to tell you, man. The Thunder will lock you down from 94. They are going to hawk you, and the way that Castle was bullying.
Oh yeah.
You ain't gonna get that, bro. You're not gonna get that with Dort, with Mitchell. You're not gonna get that with Wallace. You're not gonna get that with J Dub. You're not gonna get that. Everything you get, you're gonna work hard on that.
Let me ask you this question, Mike, in which you may know more than I do, because seeing that you're there. Is Jalen Williams going to be able to play?
Yeah, they're expecting him back, sometime in the series,
Okay.
They ain't gave no official word that he's going to be, but he definitely going to be back. He's got to come back. They cannot win this because they are going to try to do the same thing Minnesota did, was double SGA, get the ball out of his hand, and you see he really didn't figure it out till later on in the series, right? So they're going to need that. But AJ, man, did he announce himself? Did that young brother come out and say, guess what? Jay Will may be on the bench, but I'm here now. And I was like, man, you go do you. And so, Ken, this is what I think the key is. I think the key is SGA's got to figure out how to still be dominant when Wemby's on the court. When he's off the court, he's going to do his own thing. You notice that's San Antonio's problem. Even with Minnesota, when Minnesota made their runs, Wemby was off the court. They were going straight to the hole, straight to Cornette's chest.
I was just man.
Okay? So what I'm saying like this, and if you notice what the Thunder have done all season long, their bench either maintains the lead or increases the lead. And so I think the difference is going to be what the bench does and how SGA makes adjustments. Because, again, you're not going to do anything with Wemby. Wemby is going to do whatever he wants to do on that court. He's going to have 5-6 blocks. He's going to intimidate at least 10 shots. I mean, he's going to score his points. He's going to dominate. He's 7'5", athletic. You're not going to do anything with him. And but I just think the guard play is going to be different. Fox is going to be in trouble.
I'm glad you mentioned
Fox
his name.
is going to be in trouble, bro.
Because, Mike, in my mind, I think Fox is the key for San Antonio.
He's going to be in trouble, Cam.
And when I say that, it's just more of in the transition. Fox needs to get kind of speed up the game for Oklahoma City, and that he needs to get more. They need to get more transitional points instead of coming down and setting up, because we know in the playoffs it slows down, but they need to speed it up. I think if Fox can, I'll say, let's just say average. You're gonna have to average about 23 a game
Ain't gonna
for the.
happen.
I get what you're saying, but that's
Yeah.
what they're gonna need to win the series.
Yeah.
Even
Yeah.
though
Because
if you put a gun to my head right now, I think OKC will win this series in 7. I
yeah.
I
Yeah.
think that
Yeah.
the other thing, I think OKC will try to get Wemby in foul trouble. And then I think Cornette has to come in and give them what I call quality minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And when I
Yeah.
say that, when I say that, it's just rebounding, trying to protect the paint, block some shots, and keep it moving. The other thing that I'll say in the first well, I'll say the first game, I think OKC has been resting, rest versus rust, you know, you want to play consistently, you know, let's just say in the NBA, but will that affect OKC? Maybe I'll say for the first game, but after that, it's on.
Yeah, and I think SGA talked about it. He said it's rough. He said it's rough. You're trying to keep your rhythm, and he said, but like you said, he said we will adjust. I just think San Antonio better win that first game. That first
Yeah.
game is critical to them. If they lose two, and
Oh,
if they lose those first two games in OKC, I'm telling you, OKC gonna steal one in San Antonio.
I
They
think
they better get that first game, Ken.
San Antonio does need to split in Oklahoma City. They have to. If they don't, it's over. Um,
It
so
might be over in 6 if they don't. Yeah,
yeah,
if they can. The first game is crucial for San Antonio to have a chance to win this series, man. Because they, like you say, they got to split. If you go down, if you go back to San Antonio with them having home court advantage, nah, it just ain't going. The panic button gonna set in, bruh, because the Thunder know how to. They know how to close you out. But Ken, one thing I will say is my concern um, with uh, with the Thunder is they haven't faced any adversity in this playoff.
yeah, they haven't even lost a game.
Now, they done ran through them.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, are we if are we gonna have such a dominant team that they run through San Antonio? I mean, we would be shocked if that. I would be shocked because I'm like you, Ken. I think this is gonna be the best series in this playoffs. I think
Oh,
it's going,
definitely.
yeah, and I think whoever wins this one wins the chip. San Antonio will beat Detroit. They will beat New York. The Thunder will definitely beat both of them. This is the championship, and I think both of these teams realize that on the other side, man, they can't rise to the occasion of these boys, man. So I'm looking for a dog fight. It's gonna
Okay.
be exciting, bro. I'm looking for a dog fight, man. And the thing about it, I love both of these teams, man. And Ken, I'm gonna tell you why. They both play hard and they play together. We're gonna see
Yeah.
some good basketball. This ain't one guy just patting the ball doing this. No, no, no. These guys play together. They love each other, bro. The Thunder, man. People don't understand, man. Thunder players are like family, bro. They close. This is not like we're gonna talk about something in a minute, but this is not like what I mean. We so separated and the superstars over here, and he's no, 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 man. These boys are together, and that's the same thing for San Antonio, man. You can tell they love playing together. There's a love and support for one another, man. Like, I'm excited, man. This is my first time being excited for a series in these playoffs, man, because everything else has been predictable. But we don't know. We might say the Thunder, but we don't know because if San Antonio win, I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked at all because they are a great team.
But Mike, I'll say this, and I'm looking forward to Monday night that, they get started. My thing is going, me, NBA politics. I just
Mm.
don't want to see Shea go to the line 15 times. That's the thing I just don't want to see. And I just think some of the calls is, every all superstars get calls. I get that, but some of the calls, it's just I'm looking at the ref like, man, come on, you called that. So
Yeah, they're gonna have to this summer, man. They're gonna have to adjust, not just with SGA, but a lot of these players, man, that just push off. I mean that SGA's coming across the lane. Once he come across that lane from the right side to
mhm.
get to his spot, he gonna get to his spot and he gonna push you off. That's just the way. Bam, he just do that, man. And there's other players that do that too, and we know, man, that's a foul,
That's
man.
a foul,
And
right? That's an offensive foul.
but but the way they calling it, Ken, is like there's no consistency. I seen guys come down and get bumped and shoot, and there's no call. I see a superstar come down, get bumped, and then there's an N1. And it's like, so what? That just happened on the other end, man. So what's up? So I think they have to, man. I don't care what anybody say. I'm not hating on the officials. I'm not making any excuses for one team winning or losing. All I'm saying is the game requires some fairness, man, and some consistency. Come on, man. As fans, we want to see, and these players too. The players add to it, Ken. The flopping. Okay,
Yeah, they do.
what about that time Chet didn't even get touched? And he like fell out and there was a fault. Man, come on, man. Like that should be, to me, that should be not only a technical, but a fine. You have to start holding these players accountable, man. We're gonna talk about fines here in a minute. And oh, the lack thereof fines.
Right.
So
Exactly.
Ken, we both agree that it's gonna go 7 games and that OKC will be victorious. And let me say this: do not let the regular season fool you.
Oh no. Mm-mm. This is
Okay,
playoffs.
okay.
That goes out
Don't.
the window.
Yeah, don't. You got a lot. I see a lot of stuff online, man. Well, the San Antonio got their number. They know how to handle. Okay, all right. Watch this. This is going 7 games. Trust me, it's going to be a dog fight, man. I think it's going to be. I don't see blowouts. I see coming down to the his who can in the last 2 minutes can control the game and make the right plays, prevent turnovers, and play together. That's going to be the key to this series, man. It's not going to be in the first quarter, second quarter, third. It's going to be the last few minutes. Who can dominate and impose their will? And I seem to think the 2 time. Did I say that right? Did they just announce that, Ken? The 2 time MVP is going to get another chip, and he's going to get another Finals MVP.
I can't argue that point at all.
You
I
know what I'm
can't.
saying? So folks, let us know, what do you think about what's going to happen in that Western Conference Finals? Who you got? What are you looking out for? And you might be in the impression that that we with the young boys, that
San
San
Antonio.
Antonio is gonna get that chip. But let us know what you think. Now, Ken, we got to turn to Miles Turner as we close, man. I just can't. Whether okay, Ken, this is how I want to start this. Whether or not we agree whether you should say what's going on behind the scenes or not. Let's just squash that, okay? Because I
Okay.
think we can all agree that you should keep things in house. This thing, I get that, okay. However, I would say this is a little unique, simply because this talk has been going on about Giannis being traded. Is he happy? Does he want to be here? Can for 2-3 years, and we've heard nothing from the inside. All we've heard is Giannis saying, "I want to be here," yada yada yada. Now we know, because of the reporting, and I think it's true, because you can look at the breadcrumbs that have been laid out by Giannis, that Giannis has wanted to be out of Milwaukee for a minute now. Okay.
Okay.
Now, let's talk about what Miles Turner said. Miles Turner said they don't show up for meetings. They late to the meetings. They don't even show up on time for flights. They got to wait 2 hours. And he was asked, who's the greatest culprit? And he said, Giannis does whatever he wants when he wants. And he's always late. So, what were your thoughts, man, when you heard that assessment?
I was in shock, Mike. Um, I remember when after the Bucks won the championship, he asked the organization, to get him some help, and that's when we, you know, I'm gonna say, blockbuster trade to get Dame.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, the team that he had, let's just say at that time, Drew Holiday, Middleton. We know Middleton was, coming off some surgeries and things like that. Um, I think they could have lasted another year as far as that was concerned. But Giannis' mindset was, I need you to do this, you know, not that, what can I do to
Mm-hmm.
help the team win another championship? I get it. Superstars are going to ask for or demand things from the organization, but the organization needs to demand things from you too. So I'm not surprised what Miles Turner said. I kind of when he said it, I wasn't shocked. For number one, it just seems that um, as some people have said to me, Giannis has gotten Americanized,
Mm.
and I just think that you know when you're not available during the playoffs and the regular season, to me that just kind of goes by the wayside. I think I'm gonna say this, Mike. Just being, a fan of the Bucks and watching them for a long time, the organization has done everything in their power for Giannis or to win. I mean, they have. And if somebody says they haven't, then they haven't been looking at the same thing. So I'm not surprised that he, you know, late. And then I look at when James Harden was in, I think Oklahoma City or Houston. Houston. They
Mm-hmm.
said that he would be late.
Mm-hmm.
They had to
Mm-hmm.
wait for him for the plane to,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
take off, and he would sit on the, I would say, sit on the side when practice. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
Giannis doing the same thing.
Yeah.
So in terms, I think that's just selfish because you're supposed to be the leader. You're supposed to be the man. Um, so I have a hard time just kind of looking where Giannis doesn't want to be blamed for a trade, but he's asking for it. What
Yeah.
sense does that make? He doesn't want to be
Yeah.
the bad guy. So
Yeah.
no, Mike, I wasn't shocked. I was kind of like,
Mhm.
yeah, okay, I see that. And
Yeah.
and to me, Mike, my last point is this: is that remember we talked about this before? Is that I'll say aging superstars.
Mm-hmm.
Giannis is 31. Sometimes you have to give up something to get something. And I think with the Dame Giannis experience, I think he should have gave more reference to Dame so he could do his thing, flow. Like I'm gonna be on the side. I got your back. Whenever you need me, that's what he should have done. But that's just me.
Now, can you 100%? How do you bring over a guard that is used to having his ball in the hands, and then you say you got to play off me? I mean, and you 6'11". I mean, it just didn't make sense. It just speaks to, and Giannis even said that he feels more comfortable with the ball in his hands and making decisions, and that's what he wants to do. I'll tell you, and you know this from me. I have always been a huge Giannis fan. I've always loved Giannis. Um, man, I'm extremely disappointed because it comes down to leadership. Yes, does superstars get certain privilege? Yes, but as a superstar, you don't abuse those privileges. You act upon those privileges in a way that when you have young cats coming up, they understand, like, yeah, when I get to that level, I probably have some privileges too, but there's limits on that, right? There's loyalty to that. And Giannis been playing the black channels with us, man, for a couple years, man. He don't want to be here. His agent's been saying that. They've been talking to people. They've been dropping breadcrumbs. Him saying that I'm here now. And yes, when the season's over with, I do think about playing with Steph. I do think, man, when have we heard any? Did Larry Bird say that? Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson. I mean, the list goes on. When have we ever heard a player say something like that, man? Giannis, Giannis gave up on the Bucks. Listen, Ken, they brought your brothers on the team. I don't. They let you play in Greece when you shouldn't have played.
Right.
You played in Greece. Remember, Ken? We talked about this.
Yeah.
You played in Greece and then came back and played 36 games. And Ken, let me just say this. This man says, I'm gonna use his own words. This man says he only wants to compete and compete for championships. How can you blame an organization when you request a trade to bring somebody else in? They bring in Dame. You know Chris is injured, and Chris did never return to his full potential.
Right.
And you were injured. So how can you blame an organization for not being competitive when you're not even on the court? Giannis makes it like it's more everybody, this national conversation, like somehow this is the Milwaukee Bucks' fault.
Yeah.
How is this the Bucks' fault? They paid the man millions of dollars. They brought his brothers on the team to appease him. He's coming and going whenever he wants to. He's getting the coach that he wants. He's getting the coach fired that he wants. How is this the Milwaukee? The only fault that the Milwaukee Bucks had is they should have said no sometimes. But you're trying to please a guy that you know the city loves him. You know the city loves him. Ken, this is what this is about. Giannis, the only thing that really bothers Giannis in this whole thing is his relationship to the city. The city loves him. You know how we are in Milwaukee, man. We ride with you, dog. We don't care. We ride with you, man. That's why so many people was saying when Giannis would come out and say, no, I'm a Buck and I want to be. That's why so many people were mad at Shams and mad at others that was reporting the truth. That's why we believed it's like in that relationship, she's stepping out on you, but she keep telling you, no, you just misunderstand. I'm here for now. And you like, hold on for a minute for now. That's what he said, Ken. I'm a Milwaukee Buck for now. So I'm so tired of this situation, this Giannis situation, Ken. Man, get it over with. I am looking forward to Giannis moving on. And I wish him nothing but the best, man. None but success. I hope you find what you're looking for. The grass is not always green on the other side, player. But, hey, go get out of Milwaukee, man, because what Milwaukee needs is a leader that is bought in, into the not just the coach, but his teammates. How do you think his teammates felt? You know why others didn't show up? You know why others were late? Because it's super. Man, what if the boss never comes in? Or when the boss comes in, only stays an hour. Or the boss comes in at 11. You like, man, what time is it? Yeah, I'll get there about 9:30. He ain't going to be there.
Right.
So if you but I'm not going to let Doc Rivers off too. Like, we got to talk about Doc Rivers, Ken. You remember when he got hired? You remember how I was like, oh, no. Do not hire Doc Rivers. I didn't like the way he came in, and he to me, he set Adrian up, sent Adrian on his way, got the gig, and guess what? Just got paid. I don't even think he cared about winning. I'm gonna say that much, man, because if you're not holding people accountable, how can you tell me you care about the product we putting out, Ken? Ken, we making T-shirts. And you tell me, man, I love this T-shirt business, man, and you never show up.
Right.
You understand? And you running it, and I come in and the employees are not here. You don't care about making money. Doc Rivers did not care about winning, because if he did, he would have held people accountable. The way you win is holding people accountable. So don't miss me with, he lost the locker room. He lost control of the players. He let Giannis do whatever the hell he wanted to do. And we saw that on the court. That's what we saw, Ken. We saw a team that never did do film sessions, didn't come and probably wasn't doing walkthroughs, showing up anytime they want to. Man, come on, man. Going out partying, this, that, and the other. And I'm not going to put this indictment on the team because we don't know the individuals. But the very fact that your leader, this is the leader of your franchise, and your coach ain't holding nobody accountable. Like Miles said, he said, I never
Yeah,
seen
never
nothing
seen it.
like
Right.
it. Come on, man. Taylor, clean it up, Taylor. We listen. When has Milwaukee ever been a drama-filled organization, Ken? We haven't always been a
Nah,
winning organization. We haven't
yeah.
always gone to the championship. But one thing we've had is solid players that come in and play hard and do their best to win. We ain't been no drama organization. This ain't LA. We never been like that. Okay, so I am over it, man. Trade this dude. Get the package that you can get back from him. If y'all want to build him a statue, build him a statue. But he lied to you for 2 years. He lied to you. He told you he was in this relationship and he was stepping out on you for 2 years. If that deserves a statue, go ahead and give him a statue. Hey man, you can argue he the best pup. Man, we had to revisit that some other time because I'm telling you, man, what I learned about Giannis, about his behavior, man, and about the things that he said that made me even question, like, what? Well, this is mixed signal, Ken. Is he really here? Is he really? So all of that stuff. Now I know what Miles put the cap off of it.
Yeah. Big
Okay,
time.
and people mad at Miles now saying, "Well, how can you throw your teammate under the bus, bruh?" If I'm on your listen, if I got to be there at 7,
Yeah.
you got to be there at 7, player. I don't care how cold you are. Okay, the only time you can't come in like that if you the goat. Listen. If you putting a ring on my finger and you put more money in my pocket, oh, we'll start with Mike get here.
All right, Beyonce.
You know what I'm saying? We'll start with Mike get here. I'll be honest with you. Listen, if you are that dude, we ain't winning. See, Ken, when you winning, you can get away with a whole lot of stuff.
Oh yeah, definitely. You
But
can.
we ain't winning. We need to be in the film session. We need to be in practice. We need to be on time. Like we're not winning. But if we, hey, listen, if we number one in the league, we got the MVP and he handling his bit, bruh, we all good, man. But don't you listen? Superstars have been getting away with all types
Oh,
of stuff when they winning.
when they winning,
But when you start losing, nah, bro, you don't get that. You don't get those. Those are privileges for winners. Okay, not just for the average dude that's coming in playing 36 games. No, that you don't get those privileges, and especially, man, you got your whole family on the team, bro. So
yeah.
all I'm saying is make sure when you trade him, send his brothers with him. That's all I'm saying. Send them with him because we want to have somebody on the roster that's bought in. And I'm not saying TA wasn't because I think he was a great teammate. I think he's a really mature dude. And I think his presence helped Giannis stay there even longer because I
That's
think Giannis
possible.
might have been gone anyway. So I tip my hat to that brother. I'm not talking about him disparagingly at all, but I'm saying that's the package deal. Okay, if your brother want to be out there, you there because of him. Let y'all bounce together, continue your career, and I would like to see them stay together anyway. To be honest with you, man, that's a special thing with your
Yeah,
brother.
play with your
You
brother.
know what I mean? Yeah, that's a special thing, man. And so if they can do that, man, I got no problems with it. But Ken, um, we have problems in Milwaukee.
Oh, definitely, Mike. I'm gonna give you the last word right about now. I think Milwaukee's just they need to rebuild. Like I'm gonna go with what you said. Get what you can for them. Get some draft picks and maybe let's just say quote unquote star in exchange for Giannis and just rebuild. It's not like it can't be done. So that's my final word on it, Mike.
Hey, folks, that's all we need to hear. That's the final word, folks. Tell us what you think about the games coming up. We look forward to hearing from you. As always, the world of sports unites us. Let us take this unity into our everyday life. This is why they play the game.